So as an entrepreneur and a business builder, you are no stranger to sales letters. You know that certainly that's what this is. And yes, our goal is to make a sale. As a matter of fact, I'm going to ask you at the end of this communication to invest just a little under $4,000. Now, before you make any evaluation about that, I just want to be completely clear and very transparent and candid. First of all, there's no upsells, no cross sells, no downsells. This is a very specific offer for a very specific program for a very specific audience. The audience that we are targeting to work with is a very unique audience because, like me, you're too big to be small, too small to be big. That seven-figure entrepreneur that wants to be at 8 on their way to 9. We call those XTREPs, for short for exponential entrepreneurs. And the TREP code we use, TREP again being short for entrepreneur, to be able to share this as 72829. It's a 5-digit code, 72829. And that really signifies the entrepreneurs that we work with. Now, there's a question that you may not know you don't know, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Do you know the value of your business? Not like what you think, oh, I'm pretty sure I think I know what it's worth, but to be able to really substantiate what the value is. Now, that's a question that I didn't know the answer to when it came time, and I wasn't prepared for it. I wasn't planning on selling my business. I've been working 15 years to build a business, revenues of over $20 million, great team, all kinds of exciting things happening. And because of what I didn't know, I wasn't prepared to answer the question, what is your business worth? And because of that, we ended up having an exit, and it was still a great exit, but it cost us over $4 million. Yeah, that's a lot. Now, the reason I'm sharing all of this is because we work with entrepreneurs, and we work with fast growth entrepreneurs, XTREPs, 72829. And the most important thing that we're finding right now is that entrepreneurs are moving fast. They're focused on growth, and they're focused on cash flow and profit and building wealth. But they're missing one key component, which is value. And I'm not talking about just value as like a number for exits, but I'm talking about value as to really understanding what actually creates value in your business and for your business. So when you think about it, there are a lot of different ways. Value is in the eyes of the beholder, just like beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. So depending on what somebody's looking at, you can find all kinds of different ways to value a business. There's based on cash flows, and there's based on the assets that you have inside the business. There's all kinds of complications, but what really matters is what would somebody else pay for that business? And that also leads to a number of confusing rabbit holes and rabbit trails. Let me make it really, really simple. You're looking for one specific buyer for your business. It's you. And what I mean by that, stay with me, is you want to be able to do two things simultaneously. One, you want to be able to look and prepare that you are going to sell your business within the next 2 to 3 years. That means you need to know exactly what it's worth and what it's worth to not only the financial aspect of it, but strategically. And then also, while you're thinking about building this for a short term, what would it take to maximize everything for the best and most profitable exit ever? Because if and when you do that and you end up not selling, you keep this for the long term, well, guess who the recipient of all of that is? It doesn't take a rocket scientist. It's you. There's a lot more. But for right now, build it like you're going to sell it in the next couple of years. Do all the things that you need to understand what your value is. Understand what drives and creates value inside your business, what magnifies that and multiplies that in the eyes of outside people. At the same time, understand what are the mitigators or the destroyers or the devaluers of business, so that when you know that, you can make the appropriate decisions. And then as you tie all of that in with your planning that you're doing anyway, if you do the right things to maximize this business for the maximum value sale and you don't sell, you are the beneficiary of all of that. What is the compound effect, the compound interest of success over the next 2, 3, 5, 10, 15, 20 years. Entrepreneur, I think it's abundantly clear that the beneficiary for all of this is you and your team. It gives you options, it gives you choices. It lets you do the things that you need to do to be able to take the most from and for the opportunities that you have with your business. I hope that you will take the time and take the action to discover the value of your business